Hey everybody, we are back. It's Board Bob here. So we got our oil going last week. So I figured since it's the weekend and I got a little bit of time, I figured I'd go ahead and try and knock out a video for you guys today. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with. I already picked some up. We're going to go ahead and start off with researching turrets, and we get that going. Because today we are going to work on what we need for turrets, or for laser turrets. So we're going to work on getting some batteries. So let's go ahead and lay ourselves down a chest here, and grab ourselves an inserter, and get that ready. And then we're going to throw all of this military science in there. There we go. So that should start piling onto the belt here in a second. Let's take a look. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our laser turrets started. They only need red and green. They need 200, and we definitely have 200, so that'll get us going on laser turrets. Boom, there we go. So now while that's cooking, let's go ahead and go down here, and we want to do two things today. I want to start working towards trains. We've already got them researched, what have you. There you go. As you can see, our iron is just about full, so that's working itself out pretty good. So let's go over here, and first let's set up for engines so that we can start producing engines, because we're going to eventually want some trains. So what I was thinking, I was looking at this, and what I think I'm going to try and do, because we need, for engines, we need pipe, we need gears, and we need steel plate. Where are we at here? Engines, there we go. So there we go, pipe, steel, steel plate, and iron gears. With the exception of the pipe, it's one of each. So what I was thinking about doing is I was looking at this, and I got just enough space to squeeze it in here. If we do some creative maneuvering here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a second belt right here. Alright, and on this belt, well, you know what? Okay, you know what we're going to do? This is going to seem a little silly, but this will work. I just figured this out. So here we go. So we'll come up here, and we're going to continue coming up this way, and let's give ourselves a space of one on each side of this if we can. There. Alright, there we go. I just like keeping some space if I can do that, simply to give myself some maneuvering room if possible. Yeah, might as well link that up. So, okay, so how are we going to bring this over here? Well, here's what we're going to do. Bring this up here. Bring this down here. And we're going to bring that in there. Because what we want to do is, yeah. It's going to be a little wonky, but it'll work. Alright, so throw in a splitter, and bring ourselves a belt up here, and bring it onto that side. So that'll bring it down there. We didn't leave ourselves space on this side, did we? Alright, let's see. There and there. Alright. So that should give us down the one side for that. And let's break this off right here. You know what? We could have done it right there. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so there's that. And now we bring a belt down here. And will this work? Nope, it won't. Sugar. Alright, well, let me think about this for a second. Caught it before it got too far, at least. Let's see. If we go there, Alright, so there we go. Now we need to go here and here. Right? Right. Now we got them going into both sides. If I take this away, will it keep? Yep, there we go. Alright, so there we go. So now we got our gears, our iron, our steel plates, and our pipes, right? Coming down here. Kind of a waste of a good bit of this belt, but oh well. It got us where we want to be. So now, oh, there we go. Now we got lasers. So let's see. I'm thinking modular armor. Let's do modular armor next. There we go. Alright, so now, let's run this belt down here. There we go. Far enough. So, now, what I was thinking, I want to be able to pull two inserters off of this, a long-armed inserter and a regular inserter. The problem I'm going to run into is I only have enough room on that side for one. So I have a choice. I can either move this belt over one, or I can get creative on the way I run my belts. And I think what I'm going to do is, I think for belt's sake, I think I'm going to just move this one over one. So we need two inserters, and then we need inserter and belt on this side. So let's do this. Let's cut this here, right? And we're going to leave that belt. Let's collect all these off of here. So we're going to leave that belt. We already have it run, so let's go ahead and leave it there. And let's go down here and run over here and just come straight up with a second belt and run it right in there. There we go. Man, these things fly through quick now. Insert in the iron storage center. Batteries, portable solar panels, lab research speed. Man, we really don't need lab research speed, I don't think. Let's see, inserter capacity or concrete. We're going to need concrete eventually. Let's just go ahead and grab concrete while we're here. Alright, so that gives us a belt for our pipes, so we're in our curved pipes, we're back on business there. And then we can go ahead and produce motors here. So we got one. I'm going to leave a space for poles. Leave a space for poles. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to leave a space for poles, do I? Not really, because I can put the poles up there. Alright. How many of these can I fit in here? Well, I can fit one more. I just don't have it. So let's do this. Let's hold on to one of these because we're going to have to build some more of them. And let's go ahead and throw down our inserters. And throw down our inserters over here. Now I could throw down a second regular inserter in order to kind of speed up things, but I really don't think we need to worry about speed for production right now for motors. Eventually we're going to want electric motors so we can have robots, but for right now I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. So then we'll go back here and we will put in power poles. And where did I put that last one? I kind of want to line them up. Wow, that looks like crow. That looks like doo-doo caca, don't it? We'll have to come back and clean that up later. I ain't going to clean it up right now. Right now we're just going to get it set up. So we're going to tell this guy we want him to make motors. And then shift, left, 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 left. Alright, so that's got us going there. We just need to give them power. So let's just, oops, I want to put that down. So let's pipe some power over here, shall we? Yeah, put it right there. There we go. So now we got motors cooking, which is nice because we need motors for our train system. And at some point we can just go right under this one if we need to. Wherever we need to go with it, excuse me. We're just going to go ahead and stack them up for now. I just wanted to get them going. I'm just taking care of some odds and ends little housework stuff today, I guess, basically for this video. The first one was getting these motors done, because then we can take that and we can put that into making our electric motors. We'll just have to bring some lubricant over, and we may very well set those up right along here along the other side of this and just feed them in that way. We'll see. So now for lasers we need batteries, and for batteries we need sulfuric acid, and for sulfuric acid we need petroleum gas, and we need iron plates. So the question becomes, where are we going to pull off our iron plates? Because down here, let's face it, we're really running out of iron down here. But this one up here is cooking along fairly decent, with the exception right now it's trying to fill up iron plates, because I went and grabbed a bunch of, or steel plates. I went and grabbed a bunch of steel plates off camera, put them in this chest over here to keep this going. So it's starting to trying to refill that. But if you look, we got a fair amount of iron over here. So I think if we steal off of this line here, at some point we will be okay for the time being. It's not really going to take us too much of our iron away from here to start doing sulfuric acid. We only need enough to get started with the batteries and with the lasers. So I think I'm going to just pick off from up here, and we'll come down here. Now eventually I'm also going to need coal, so I'm going to pick off a full line off of here for steel, and eventually I'll pick a full line off of the coal, because we're going to need the coal for plastic, so we're going to need that to come down eventually too. So let's go ahead, bring this underneath. There we go. And now we'll bring it down here a little ways. Alright, so that opens us up. Now we can start looking at what's missing. What you missing? Oh, okay. It's just a little slow in producing them. I was wondering why this line was empty, and it's because this one is pumping out military science. Whew, scared me for a minute there. Alright, so what do we need to make batteries? We need batteries. We need iron plates, we need copper plates, and we need sulfuric acid. So to make sulfuric acid we need water, iron plates, and sulfur. And to make sulfur we need petroleum gas and we need water. So we need water here, we need water here to get our sulfuric acid going. And so I went ahead and I built a couple of pumps just to have them on hand. So let me grab my pumps, put them down here. Let's grab this and put it up here. These and put them up there. We don't really need these for now. You know what? Let's get this pumping out a couple more level 2 factories since we need them. So what do we need? We need level 1 factories. We need, okay, so you know what? Let's build a few more of these first because I don't think we have a whole lot. No, we got 16. You know what? That's plenty for now. We'll drop half of them in there. So we need those. We need those. We need those, and we need those. Looks like we're going to be low on iron plates, but that's easily fixed. We got iron plates all over the place now. So let's just go up here and snag some iron plates and throw them in here. Alright, so that should give us, yep, there we go, 8. Now we've got them, should we need them. Alright, so let's see, how are we going to run this? We got water over here that we're going to need to bring in for a bunch of different stuff along here. To start off, man, it's almost I say, irritating how fast this is going, because I still haven't even gotten around to starting blue science up there yet, have I? No, just red and green. Alright, so let's see. First thing we need is we need sulfur. So that's just water and petroleum gas, and that is made in a chemical plant, which I've made a bunch of chemical plants. So we need sulfur. So water and petroleum gas. Water is over here, so let's go ahead and drop ourselves a pump to begin with. See where it's going to let us drop it. Can we get... yeah, but then that pole's in our way. Not that it matters. We can go underground with the pole. Or with the pipe. Alright, there we go. So, we got to go underground to go under the belt anyway. So, there's that. See how far over we can... Alright. So, there we go. So, now... and this is just going to be temporary. I'm going to sit down and scratch my head and figure out a good layout for this. I just want to get her going. So, let's start out with this. Let's go here. And if memory serves me right, you have to watch which side your water comes in on for this. So I do believe that this is the right side. Let's see. Sulfur, right? Okay, and no. Alright, see, so here's what I was talking about. On these plants, water comes in one side, petroleum gas comes in the other side. You got to make sure you've got the right sides going to the right sides. I don't think there's a way to swap these. I wish there was, but I do not believe you can in this game. So we have to worry about getting the right one on the right side. So we're going to pick this up and we're going to move it. And we're going to line that up with that, because I can bring the water all the way up and over to the other side. So let's do here for now. That'll work. And then we're going to come up with, go to ground. Oh, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Just made it. That makes me happy. I definitely have to say that makes me happy. And look at that. I got petroleum gas going in there. We'll set this to sulfur. And now we need to come over with our water. So there we go. Come on. How far are we going to get? Right there. Alright. There we are. And we'll just hook her up right there. So that's going to give us our sulfur. So now we need a pole. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to need a pole up here anyway because we're going to need to come out with an inserter. So we'll just plop a pole down there. That should get us going with our sulfur. Yep, there we go. We're making sulfur. Now, sulfur to sulfuric acid. We need sulfur, iron plates, and water. And that also gets made in a chemical plant. Now, I may have messed myself up here. We'll see. Because we need chemical plant, and we're going to need, alright, give ourselves one space for an inserter, and yeah, boom, boom, boom. Man, research is cooking away, boy. There we go. So, okay, so now water can come on either side of this one, so we're cool. We are going to need an inserter. What did I do with my inserters? They're up here. Moved them up here, didn't I? We're going to want an inserter. Ooh. Guess what? I didn't go far. I didn't go close enough. I'm too far away by one. Alright. Not a problem. Move that out of the way. Move that down by one. There we go. Put our utility pole back in. There we go. So now I'm just going to pick off of this water and bring it up here. For now, if I can. Is that going to foul me up? We will see. Let's see. One of the things you want to be real careful of is you don't pollute your lines. So I think we're okay. That shouldn't hook up because of the fact that we're making sulfur, so there's nothing coming out there. So that should bring us in there, and that'll give us sulfuric acid. Now we just need iron plates. Alright, so that's where this line comes in at. Alright. And like I say, for now, I am just going to bring it down here. I just want to get this started and get it running so that I can start making me some lasers. I don't really care right now that it's efficient, not efficient, what have you. I guess I should have taken that belt and left it. There we go. So that's got us started with that. Now we need some tanks. So let's come up here, and I'm going to leave a space. I'm going to leave 2 spaces, and then I'm going to put in a few tanks for our sulfuric acid. There we go. Now we got sulfuric acid coming. So now, what do we need for the batteries themselves? We need the sulfuric acid. We need iron plates, which we have coming down, and we need copper plates. So can we get copper plates anywhere close to here? Well, let's see. You know what? We could pick another line off and bring it down here. And that would work, wouldn't it? I don't know that we... Well, that or we could double that line up. We could bring this double line over, I suppose. Oh, man. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And bring that double line over here. Yeah, you know what? Why not? It'll only waste a little bit of copper. And you know what? We're way better off with copper than we are with iron plate. So let's just go ahead and do that. At this point, I'm just grabbing research to grab research, guys. Now, I'm not worrying about a rhyme or a reason for it at this point. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and split this line instead. There we go. And then we can bring that over. And we can bring that under. There we go. So now we'll have, I hear you. Now we'll have both coming down here, right? Right. So bring that on down. And boom, there we go. All right, so now we got our plates. We got our iron plates coming down for that. We got our copper plates coming down. A little bit extra is not going to kill us. And we got our sulfuric acid. We're not making a whole lot yet, but it'll pick up. It will pick up. What are we slow on? We're slow on sulfur. So at some point we may go ahead and put another one of these plants in just to increase our sulfur. Like I say, this is temporary. We're going to revamp all of this. But for now, I just want to get it running. So now, batteries. Batteries, one plate, one iron, one copper, 20 sulfuric acid, made in, oh look, another chemical plant. So, plop our, let's see, one space, right? Plop our chemical plant down, tell this to make batteries. Let's see where our input is. It does not care. Awesome. So, alrighty. So we'll put that there, and we're just going to pipe this in. Boom. There we go. So now we just need power. Oh, you know what? We should have done this. Should have put this here, because we need another one to take it out. Right? Right. So, E. Just. And insert. And now we got batteries. So there we go. The reason I want lasers so badly is because I want to be able to use them to clear out some of these biters in some of these areas. So I want to start building myself some lasers that I can go out and start slamming these guys hard and pushing them back. And it's easier with the lasers because then you don't have to worry about putting it down, putting ammo in it, and the time that takes. And I get a little fat fingered on the keyboard sometimes when I'm rushed, and that's not a good thing. So let's see how we're doing on electric. We're doing good. Alright, so now we got that. So what do we need for lasers themselves, guys? Excuse me, we need steel plates, we need electronic circuits, and we need batteries. So we could, in theory, go ahead and run a belt all the way over, and do another addition to our bus, but we're not going to be making enough batteries to really kind of make that worth it right now. We are making the other stuff over here that we need, though. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to set a small factory up here to get us going, and then as time allows, we'll increase our battery production, and then we'll run another line out here, and we'll get serious about our lasers, because we're going to use our lasers on our train lines. So we're definitely going to have to get serious about laser production for the walls and everything else at some point. But for right now, we don't need all that mess. We just need something to be building us some lasers. So, do we have enough room here? No, we don't. Of course we don't. But we're already coming in here and bringing that down. So what if we do this? If we come over one, right, and we put that sucker down there, and we come here with this, that'll give us our steel plate, and we grab a long arm, or long-handed, I think is what they actually call these things, and we set that there, and then we set a chest. Oh, I don't know. Oh, why don't we set it here? And that way, our telephone pole will actually hit everything, in theory. Alright, so now the only thing we need is batteries, right? So let's see how this pole is going to cover. Awesome. Alright, so now we need batteries to come in here, right? And we need power anyway. So, let's do this. You know, I got these things. I might as well start using the stupid things. I mean, that's what we build them for, right? So let's do this. Will that fit there and reach everything? It will. Bingo. So there we go. We got that one there. And we just come right here with one. And then we will come in here with another inserter. And we will just throw down, I think I should have, do I not have any? I don't have any chests with me. Oh well, that's okay, because we gotta go through batteries anyway. So all we need now is batteries. And we can start producing some lasers so that we can mount them on the heads of sharks. Because that's what we want, is freaking lasers. Right? Absolutely. So there we go. Oh, batteries are cooking along. That's not too bad. So let's grab ourselves these chests. I'm just grabbing the wood ones because they're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna fill them up that much anyway. Get on the belt so we can travel a little faster here. Alright, throw our chest down, and then put what we got for batteries in there. So what does this take? It takes 12 batteries, 20 circuits, and 20 plates. So, we're not going to end up with a whole lot, but it's going to get us started, and we can always run some more over here later. So guys, that gives us laser production. We're going to start producing lasers. So there we go. So we got laser production going. We now have our motor production going down here. I'm going to go ahead. We made these things. We go ahead and put them down. Get them started. Like I say, we're not going to need this many right now, but at some point we are going to want them. So why not set them up now, get them producing, get a little bit of stockpile going, and go from there. So there and there. And then we just need another pole, right? Pole there, and pole there. And then, oops. What do we, okay, there we go. There we go. Must have accidentally hit the button and made all my stuff disappear. I didn't know what I was making. Alright, so we got one belt too many, so we'll get rid of that belt. There we go. So that will start pumping out those. What do we need for our electric motors? We need green circuits, we need lubricant, and we need engine units. Well, we've got our green circuits up here. We got our engines producing. We just need lubricant. What do we need for lubricant? Might as well take a look and see. Heavy oil. Great. And we need a chemical plant. So we can start making our heavy oil, or making our lubricant. Yay! And you know what else we can start making? Flamethrower fuel. So let's do those two things right now this evening, and get that going as well. What do we need for flamethrower fuel? Do we already have flamethrowers yet? We don't have flamethrowers yet. You know what? Let's research the flamethrower. It takes 50. We should have that still left up there in the system. So, let's see what it takes to make the fuel. Steel plates, light oil, heavy oil. Alright. So I think we'll probably hand carry some steel plates. Now we don't really need a lot of flamethrower fuel right now. We're not going to be shooting the big flamethrower towers and things like that, which I think just take regular oil anyway. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We just need some for fun and giggles. So, where are we going to do? Oh, we were going to make lubricant. So lubricant is heavy oil made in a chemical plant. Ah, there we go. Now we have flamethrowers, dudes. We are good to go now. Now I'm happy. What else can we research? Everything else, just red and green, is gone. We're gonna have to start looking at our. We're already making military science, not a lot at a time. We're making it though, so we can start pumping that out and sending it up there on a belt and kind of hook it in. We'll leave it for now. We'll see. Anyway, now we got flamethrowers. We can start producing our flamethrower fuel. So we need heavy oil and light oil for flamethrowers, and we need heavy oil for lubricant. So let's do this. Let's find out what side we have to come in on these. So for flamethrower fuel, it is, alright, so we're oriented right for that. Check that out. So these can go right up there. And then I'm sure for lubricant, it doesn't care which one it goes in. So we'll plop this down right next to it. And we're going to tell this one to make lubricant, right? So yeah, there we go. So now, if we tie this in here, we can do this right like that. And then we can tie this one in here right like that. And then we can take another one of these chests. And you know what? We're going to have a goes out and it goes into, so we might as well just one there, one there, one there, one there. Alright, so there's that. And then for lubricant, we don't need a metric crap ton of it, but 1, 2. So let's throw down a couple tanks just to get us started, because again, we're going to be moving this stuff around, and we don't want to have to pump a whole lot out of the system to get things moved around. And looky there, that's going to cover everything from right there. So now we just need to hook up to the power lines, right? There we go. So now we need steel plates. We need to throw some steel plates in this box. Do we have any? We got a few. There we go. So now we got that going. Looks like this is going. And yeah, we're getting lubricant. Alright. So that gives us our lubricant. That gives us our flamethrower fuel. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to snag a crap ton of of steel plate and drop that in that crate just to get it going. Oops. You know what? Let's go all the way down the end here. Always grab the things I don't want to grab. So let's. There we go. Whee. Oops. Alright, you know what? That should be plenty to get us started. We don't, like I say, need a crap ton of flamethrower fuel, but we certainly want enough to get us started burning down the forest. So what am I trucking in over here? Anything? I am trucking in. No, we got that coming in there. I'm not hand carrying anything in over here right now other than the steel plate, right? I think so. I think so. So the only thing I'm trucking in is the steel plate for the flamethrower fuel, and we don't need a whole lot of that. And I'm trucking out batteries for lasers. Alright. So let's, you know what? Let's not run this over there. Let's, while we're going over there, because that's where we're going to be building our electric engines, is over there. So let's tap off of this, and we're going to parallel the line we've already got run. I know that's not the most efficient as far as up here goes, but again, like I say, this whole setup right here is not exactly efficient. It just is what it is for the time being. And there we go. There's that. Ooh, how'd I miss? Must have bumped into something on the way. Oh wow. There we go. And I just run over here. At some point, I'm going to have to go and look at all these gun outposts and make sure they still have ammo, because they are definitely getting hit. So far, I've not seen anything being damaged, so I'm pretty comfortable that they are still got ammo. Alright, and that's all the further I'm going to bring the lubricant for now. Like I say, we're going to pick off of this somewhere up here and start making our electric engines. So in the meantime, let me bring these batteries up here and throw them in there. How many did we get? Yeah, 5. Not enough yet. We probably want somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 before we start going out and really kind of using them in any kind of a meaningful way. But that'll get us started on that. Is this one empty? Nope. So let's make our rounds, do our cleanup. Like I say, I just kind of threw the oil processing stuff down for now, because I just wanted to get something out on video and get it going. And since I'm a little tied up right now with the school thing, with the camp thing, I just wanted to get something going, and not, not be too inactive. Oh, here we go. Here's another one that ran out. So we can get rid of that, and we can get rid of the excess belts. So like I say, this is clearing out pretty quick down here. We don't have a whole lot left. 1K, looks like 3K, 6K, excuse me, about a 1.5, 3. So yeah, so we're looking at maybe what, 20K. Let's see what it says on the. Oh, 107K. I guess there's some decimal, what I thought was decimal points there that weren't. All right, well, not a problem. So, one more thing I want to do, just because I can, folks. I'm gonna make myself a flamethrower. So we need gears, we need plates, steel plates. So it is worth it to me to steal a few steel plates from there just so I can do this. Put that in there. There we go. That's gonna make me happy. All right. Stick that sucker down there. Let's see if we got. Oh, looky there. We got 76 already, it looks like. 77. Nice. So, man, it's getting dark. I don't want to go out here in the dark and do this, but I do want to go out here and do this. So let's go over here. Let's see where the trees come close to us. Because the one thing you got to watch out for with the flamethrower is it will do damage to your walls. It will do damage to all your stuff. But I think all we got is the walls right here. I think we'll be okay if we do a little explosive horticulture and kind of clear a fire break. There we go. Make ourselves a bit of a fire break here. And make sure we're not going to get over here. Alright, so now let's go down here. We've got one there, we got one here. This is the one I'm going to make sure we don't set on fire. So let's go over here, clear out around it as well, and then we can do a little pyro. I've been waiting to do this. I've been patient. I've been a good little boy, and now it's Christmas. So let's clear out these few little bit of trees that are right around it. Because I have been wanting to play Firebug for a while now. So, since we have it, there we go. So now, let's play Firebug. Let's get rid of this woods. I mean, you don't really use a lot of wood in this game, so we're not really hurting ourselves by doing this. Because any wood that I need, we can always just get more. So, here, we want to make sure we do enough to get the trees started, but we don't have to waste our fuel after that because it'll burn all on its own. And the nice thing about this is it will come back. It won't completely clear the trees out, but it will clear a lot of these trees out, and it'll make it so that we can get through all of this mess without having to kind of clear things with a shotgun or clear things with you know, explosives or whatnot. It just makes it easier. Now I don't really dare do it around my walls and stuff because, like I say, well, you know, here's a little one. We'll do this one. I'll show you what I mean. We'll come back and we'll look at the damage that it does after the fire burns out, and you know, show you what damage it does to the wall just by being in proximity to it. We want to stay back from them a little bit. But the other thing that's really nice about this, that's really cool about this, is the biters that are in the woods, the worms that are in the woods, they will be gone. The bigger the patch, the better, in my opinion. Now, this is probably we're gonna end up with some damage, but you know what? I'll go back and I'll fix it. It's only 3 deep, or it's only a little bit, and it's 3 deep, so I think we'll be okay. And what's really neat, now that we got this going, let me get down here by my guns just in case I made them mad, is we can sit here and we can pull up the map and you can actually see where it's clearing out the forest. And like I say, it will clear all of this out. Now I've made them mad because I started the fire, because it does create pollution and pisses them off, but that's okay. In the long run, it will help me to drive them back. So if you know, if I've got to go through some ammunition to do that, so be it. But you can watch as it'll clear this out, and we got it really going really nice here. So it's really definitely clearing this space out. So there we go. So I just wanted to get that started. You know, something is taking damage. I saw some damage down there. That's, like I say, that's probably these fences. Let's go down here and look. Huh, we didn't do any damage to this one down here. I'm not, you know, not going to complain about that. Now, the other thing that this will do is it will cause the biters to evolve. So, you know, we're going to start seeing some bigger biters maybe and stuff, but that's okay, because we're into our laser phase now. So that's going to help us some. Whoa, hello. You're a little close. How come these guys didn't get you? Alright, well, there we go. He snuck up on me. Oh, there they come. Yeah, because I made them mad. So where did we come through this fence? That's what I was looking for, was where we came through this fence. I couldn't remember whether I put the wall back or not. And I wanted to make sure I put the wall back. And it looks like I did. I don't know where I came through at, so must have put the wall back, because it looks like it's there. Now it does look like there's a few of them down here that are fitting to come visit, maybe, because I made them mad. But look how much that's cleared out. It makes it so much easier to walk through here now. So that's really why I like the flamethrowers for clearing forests. Now, admittedly, like I say, you can damage your own stuff. And I want to get up here and check this wall up here and make sure we're okay. That we didn't do too much damage up here. But I I gotta tell you, I really like it. I mean, yes, it doesn't clear out all of the trees, but it clears out all the small ones. It makes it a hell of a lot easier to get around, and ultimately, um, you can go back and clear these other ones. But at least it lets you get through the area, which is really kind of the nice thing. You can walk through the woods and not have to worry about, oh crap, the biters are chasing me, and then I run into a tree and can't go anywhere. So it's the little things, right? So there we go. So guys, we've got a bit of uh, oil production going. We have started to produce flamethrower fuel, and we've started to produce batteries for lasers. So we're in business. So if I can get on here at some point and bang out another video this weekend, I will give it a try, and we'll see where we go with that. But like I say, I mainly just wanted to get something going so that I can get something up for you guys to check out. It does not look like this one is too close to things down there. But yeah, look at that big bunch of biters there. I don't know. They're right at the edge of the forest. But these guys certainly might get hit with the fire and take some of them out. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to start some fires, because Smokey the Bear doesn't live on this planet. And we're going to get her going. And there we go. Now that should not spread down to there. It did not look like. Yeah, see, there's no connection between these two forests, so we're okay there. You just have to watch, because if you've got a lot of forests and they do connect, you can inadvertently set things on fire that you did not want to burn down. So normally I have this a lot sooner, and I'm doing my clear burning well before I have anything put down in any of these areas. This time around, I really kind of had to reach out to get that fuel. So there we go. All right, guys. So I think that's going to be it for now. We got our motors going. We got our lubricant production going. We're on track for our lasers. So I will catch up with everybody later. All right, you guys have a good one. You know the deal. Like, subscribe, and invite your friends. All right, bye.